Why must you live out the songs that you wrote? Stop and think it over and try to put yourself in my unique position. If I get the hornet sing all night long, it's a family tradition.
On season finale Monday.
How could a dress be this big? This is just the veil.
It's the biggest, fanciest, horse ridingest, blushing bridiest wedding event ever.
Hey, everybody!
The Two Broke Girls season finale.
I'm sorry, baby. I know you never wanted to do drag.
Then it's the epic Mike and Molly season finale.
I could blow your mind.
With surprises to the very end.
Get out of here!
The season finales of Two Broke Girls and Mike and Molly. CBS Monday.
This team takes the spy game to a whole new level.
You up for this?
I was the queen of the prom, sweetheart.
The heart-stopping season finale.
If you lie to me, I'm going to kill you.
The NCIS LA season finale, Monday.
Right now on 9, a high school cheerleader is suing her school district after being kicked off the squad. And she's asking for more than $500,000. Also, online banking is convenient and easy. Criminals love it too. Ways to prevent cyber theft. Plus, move to help the victims of the massive Nepal earthquake. A group of Oklahoma doctors find themselves at the center of another big quake. And we want to put $1,000 in your hand. Your chance to win is moments away.
This is Oklahoma's own News 9 in high definition.
Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us. He says it was an act of self-defense, but an Oklahoma City police sergeant is charged tonight for pulling his gun on a moving car.
Sergeant Cecil Moss is a 12-year veteran of the Oklahoma City Police Force, and while he pulled the weapon, he never actually fired it. News 9's Evan Anderson is live outside police headquarters downtown with more on this one. Evan?
Kelly, Amanda, Oklahoma City Police questioned whether Sergeant Moss's life was even in danger when he pointed his gun at another person. Police say the veteran was off duty when this incident happened early last month. It started at a home off Miller Avenue in northwest Oklahoma City. Police say Moss was helping a relative move out of a home she shares with her estranged boyfriend and their 2 children.
This was involving some people that, he is related to, and it escalated.
Documents say the boyfriend arrived at the home with one of the children and tried to run out with the second. Police say Sergeant Moss began chasing the man through the house. The man eventually dropped the baby and its carrier in the living room and ran outside.
Somehow the victim in the case get in the vehicle with another relative of his and a child in the car.
Police say he jumped into the passenger seat and told the driver to go, slamming the car into reverse and forcing the driver to accelerate. The car began going the wrong direction on Miller, driving erratically. The suspect eventually put the car in drive. Sergeant Moss says at that point the car was headed directly toward him. When the suspect was about 100 feet away, Moss pulled his gun and pointed it toward the car. He says he thought the man was going to run him over, but never fired his weapon because there was a child in the back seat.
We feel confident that after this investigation and charges were presented, that the right thing was done.
Sergeant Moss says the car grazed his right leg around his knee area and then took off. Moss will be on paid administrative leave as an internal investigation continues. Live downtown tonight, Evan Anderson, News 9.
And across Oklahoma today, warm, windy, and muggy, but fairly quiet. But that is about ready to change. Thunderstorms now taking off like a house on fire in New Mexico, West Texas. There is a lobe or a piece of energy out here right now, and it's going to head towards western Oklahoma as we get into the overnight hours. We talked about this on our earlier newscast. And again, now coming into our panhandle, and here it is now coming into Amarillo. This will increase overnight and head towards northwestern, western, and possibly southwestern Oklahoma. With that, some severe weather. Okay, coming up at 10:15, it's all about tomorrow as far as the severe weather threat. I'll detail that timeline coming up. Heavy rain and flooding ahead of us. We have 3 storms on the 9-day. It looks active. More on that coming up. Amanda, back to you.
Sounds like it, David. About 15% of third graders across our state could be held back a year because of unsatisfactory results on the state-mandated reading test. That is according to preliminary results released today. But those students may qualify for one of several exemptions under the Reading Sufficiency Act. Oklahoma City Public Schools says it is reviewing the situation and will notify the parents. New here at 10 o'clock, you got to hear this one. A former Purcell High School cheerleader is suing the school district, the superintendent, and her principal, among others. Her attorney says this is a clear-cut case of bullying. News 9's Steve Shaw is live in the newsroom with the story. Steve?
Amanda, this young woman's attorney says in Purcell schools there was no bullying textbook because until she repeatedly complained about the attacks, the district didn't have a written bullying policy in the first place. 18-year-old Shelby Fitzer was a Purcell High School and all-state cheerleader until her life began to unravel last fall. Her attorney, Kelsey Doolin, says it started in September after Shelby broke up with a boy.
Various means of social media were used to attack various things about her, sexual things.
This is the kind of thing that pops up online. Shelby Fitzer's bed. Doolin says her client was also the subject of vicious attacks on the website Yik Yak. Things like "curl up and die, Shelby," and "Shelby Fitzer should just die." There was also an alleged incident in PE class. Certain students assaulted her with a rapid-fire attack of dodgeballs intended to hit her face. Doolin says this is now a legal matter because Purcell High School lives in the dark ages. Doolin says the district didn't even adopt a bullying policy until 3 months after Shelby Fitzer began complaining.
You know, we know that kids are going to do things and that, you know, the school can't micromanage that. But when the actions are so repeated and persistent and the student who's being bullied reports that time and time again.
Doolin says her client was kicked off Purcell's cheerleading squad in January after she grabbed another cheerleader who'd been harassing her. Purcell's superintendent sent a response to the lawsuit Friday that reads in part, appropriate action will be taken in coming days. A motion to dismiss most of the complaints will be filed soon, and we look forward to engaging in the judicial process. Kelsey Doolin says her client suing the school district for financial damages, but more importantly, to pull their heads out of the sand. Steve Shaw, News 9.
All right, Steve, we'll follow it. Now, tracking crime, bond may be increased for Shayna Sims, who's accused of reaching into a casket, cutting off a dead woman's breasts and toe at a funeral home. We're told the victim was a longtime friend of Sims' husband and passed away after an illness. A bond hearing in Tulsa County is set for Monday. 2 men are in jail right now in connection with the shooting death of a man whose body was left in the street. A cab driver found Shaw Stevenson last Friday near Southwest 59th and Agnew. Now Julio Hernandez and Charlie Hicks are in jail on a complaint of first-degree murder.
A developing story here, a sad one really. A man described as an amazing husband and father is run down and killed while at work at the Walmart neighborhood market near Hefner and Rockwell. His daughter says he just went out to his car overnight to get his apron. That's when he was hit by a car. The suspected driver, Jabari Berry, is in jail. He's also accused of attacking workers at the nearby Crest.
I was on my aisle, stalking my aisle, and then I woke up like 3.5 hours later in the ER. Apparently, I had a concussion. I was still talking, but I don't remember any of it.
2 other suspects in the Crest attacks are still on the run.
A clumsy robbery suspect is caught on camera. Check this out. Video from the Popeyes Chicken at I-240 in Western. The man has a gun. He demands money from an employee. He then walks out of sight, but he slips on the wet floor and falls, and then runs out without his mask and without any money. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers. A man accused of holding up 2 Circle K stores yesterday in northwest Oklahoma City is in the Oklahoma County Jail tonight. We aired these 2 security camera pictures of him last night. Didn't take long for tipsters to identify him as Keenan Mosley.
New developments here. An anti-prostitution activist puts a neighborhood on notice about a potentially dangerous neighbor. We reported on Penny Melton last night. Now Brian Bates with John TV is putting up flyers on the doors of her neighbors. This is near Northwest 150th in Portland. Melton's been busted twice for allegedly running brothels.
It only stands to reason if all of her commercial locations are being shut down, she may have no other option than to start running her criminal enterprise out of her home and next door to these families.
But we should note right now there are no allegations of criminal activity at her home.
We have some new details about that 5.7 earthquake that hit near Prague. This was back in 2011. The Oklahoma Corporation Commission says a disposal well near the epicenter was drilled too deep. But New Dominion, which drilled the well, denies it has any connection to the earthquake. We're hearing from a lot of you who have storm shelters are floating up out of the ground right now. In many cases, that's because of improper installation. Turns out Oklahoma doesn't regulate the storm shelter industry. Many cities do have inspectors that make sure the shelters aren't in a right-of-way. A lot of times they don't even get out of their cars.
And new information in that massive Bluebell recall. The company's now cutting more than a third of its workforce. 750 full-time and 700 part-time workers are losing their jobs. Another 1,400 will be furloughed. Employees who are keeping their jobs will also see a pay reduction.
Coming up next here on News 9 at 10, they went to help victims of the Nepal earthquake, but they got caught in an aftershock. How these Oklahoma doctors managed to help others while surviving themselves.
Our next big wave of rain and storms now increasing across Texas, headed for Oklahoma. And then it's all about tomorrow and that severe weather threat. Your forecast is next.
And protecting your online bank account, the 5 steps to help prevent cyber theft.
Okay, News 9's giving away $1,000 every day as part of our Grand in Your Hand giveaway. So right now, text the word weekend to 79640 for your chance to win. And we'll give you another chance to enter Monday on News 9 this morning and then News 9 at 6 o'clock on Monday as well. Good luck.
An image that captured trauma and heroism moments after the Oklahoma City bombing.
I remember a lot. Most of it I'd like to forget.
Officer Don Hull rushed in to help and made a gut-wrenching discovery.
Started to cry. I'd pretty much assumed that he wasn't going to make it.
Now, 20 years later, another life-changing moment for the both of them.
Thanks for allowing this.
A story they wanted to share with you. Monday night at 10 on News 9.
Hold on to your hats, Oklahoma. It's David Stanley Chevrolet's first ever truck extravaganza.
One big sale, 2 great locations.
Silverado is #1, and so is David Stanley. Celebrate with in-stock Silverados at 75% of MSRP.
And it's back.
Purchase a new Silverado.
Get a Chevy Spark at no extra charge.
And at David Stanley Chevrolet, everybody rides with approved credit.
Please, no dealers or wholesalers.
On I-35 in Norman and I-240 in OKC.
It's Statuary World's Memorial Day Pool and Patio Sale. We've knocked down our already reduced prices even more on all outdoor furniture and fountains. This 7-piece wicker group is now $717. This 5-piece Malin group is reduced to $38.39. Take an additional 20% off all fountains. Buy a Louisiana pellet grill and get a free cover and pellets. Get ready for summer and save during Statuary World's Memorial Day Pool and Patio Sale.
Statuary World Patio and Fireside.
I've had people tell me that Air Comfort Solutions needs a catchy jingle. Introducing Air Comfort Solutions Jingle. That's the sound of the money you'll save with an air conditioning tune-up from Air Comfort Solutions. For only $99.95, you get a 28-point inspection, a free pound of Freon, a free 1-inch air filter, and a guarantee that your air conditioning will keep running all season long, or this service is absolutely free. Your winning call 7 days a week. AirComfortSolutions.net. 721-3740.
FlexSteel. It's simply the hands-down leader in motion furniture. And with FlexSteel's Blue Steel spring system, you know it's going to last. You'll enjoy this FlexSteel double reclining power sofa. The Power Love seat, companion's price, just $29.98. And with our 7-store purchasing power, the $1,000 FlexSteel Power Recliner and HD TV free. You'll see FlexSteel's largest in-stock selection at Bob Mills.
Bob Mills Furniture. Discover better living.
Carry the battle to them. Don't let them bring it to you.
Howler Dodge brings the price battles to you during the Drive and Discover event. Get model battles on over 700 new vehicles. It's Mopar Muscle. New Dodge Challenger versus Dodge Charger. Your choice. Take $5,000 off with over 60 to choose from. The price battles are on. We are Ballard Dodge in South Oklahoma City.
Knippelmeyer Chevrolet.
Knippelmeyer Chevrolet.
Knippelmeyer Chevrolet, y'all.
Come on down and join our family, and we'll shake on it.
Knippelmeyer Chevrolet.
High-definition programming on News 9, sponsored by Cox, Oklahoma City's best choice for HD. You're watching Oklahoma's own News 9 in high definition.
Welcome back. The pictures are just devastating and the death toll even worse.
And some Oklahomans took it upon themselves to go to Nepal after the massive earthquake hit and provide relief to the people there. New tonight, News 9's Allison Harris talks to a group of doctors just back from that region.
This emergency medical relief team is happy to be home, now with a new worldview. This is where they stayed for a week in Nepal, and these are the people they helped, both physically and emotionally.
Reminding them that God loves them and God remembers them and God is present there and that there's hope to rebuild.
These doctors volunteered to go to Nepal as soon as the 7.8 magnitude earthquake hit. More than 7,000 people have died. They went knowing full well they too could be victims of an aftershock, and they were, one that measured 7.3.
The massiveness of feeling the whole earth shake side to side, up and down. You have no control. You're out in the middle of nowhere. There is no safety.
They continued on to help this man, part of a big family that lost 2 people in the rubble.
He was broken from all that he was going through. On top of that, we had to talk to him about some new chronic problems he developed from just his lifestyle and from the trauma of the earthquake.
He needed more emotional support. Others had aches, pains, fractures. There are dozens of stories of hurt.
A rock had literally hit her that day, and so she had an open fracture, and we were able to clean it and bind it.
As for what the Nepalese need now,
housing and safety and safe water sources.
And compassion and empathy. These doctors hope they provided some of that. Allison Harris, News 9.
And the organization they're part of is called In His Image International, which is a part of St. John Health System. Tonight, those doctors say they all just want to take a shower and get some sleep.
More and more of us are using our cell phones to make banking transactions. According to a report released by the Federal Reserve, that number has risen from 28% to 33% in just 1 year. But with the convenience comes a warning, as mobile devices are targets for cyber criminals. So here's how you can protect yourself. Make sure you use a passcode lock on your smartphone or other device. It'll make it more difficult for thieves to access your information if the device is lost or stolen. Also, log out completely when you finish a mobile banking session or any financial transaction. And use caution when downloading those apps. Some apps can contain malicious software, worms, and viruses. Also, watch for any shoulder surfers. The most basic form of information theft is observation. And finally, wipe your mobile device clean before you get rid of it.
And now, your weather with Oklahoma's own David Payne.
Now, the first big wave now developing out in our Panhandle and the Texas Panhandle. These storms are severe right now. Moving off to the northeast, this is a piece of energy down in here, and that piece of energy will play a key role in our weather coming up tomorrow. The question is, how long will that hang around in the morning through the early afternoon? If it moves out early enough, we're going to heat things up, and that severe weather threat will increase tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening. Right now, though, it is stout coming through Amarillo. Again, west of Midland. These storms down here, they're quite severe. Large hail, damaging winds with these. Here's Amarillo, back to Clovis, back to Midland, and thunderstorms here now increasing, headed towards Perryton, and eventually tonight headed towards Woodward, Buffalo, Laverne, Shattuck, Arnett. Yep, get ready. These will make it in there, but it won't be until, again, late tonight. And then the whole big storm comes out tomorrow. Here in Oklahoma City from our Air Comfort Skycam network, looking at the Hefner Parkway, 74 degrees in Oklahoma City with a south wind now gusting to just over 20 miles per hour. Our humidity, yeah, it's high. The atmosphere, it is moist. And here we go. Temperatures right now, we have a lot of low 70s out there with that south breeze blowing. A lot more wind tomorrow. Overnight tonight, lows only in the mid to upper 60s with a breezy, gusty south wind. A little bit of rain in eastern Oklahoma tonight, but the big show for us, for our viewing area, will be in our Panhandle and northwestern Oklahoma. This will be late tonight after 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. For you folks in the northwest, elsewhere, Lawton, Hobart, slight chance for a shower down there. Here in Oklahoma City, we'll keep tonight dry. Now, overnight tonight, few of the storms in the northwest. and our panhandle could be strong, possibly severe. The main threat would be some wind and hail, quarter-size hail, winds possibly as high as 70 miles per hour. And a few of these storms up here, again, that'll be overnight tonight. The rest of us, no severe weather overnight. Tomorrow morning, all right, good chance of rain and thunderstorms in the northwest. The west, I've dropped it a little bit for Oklahoma City tomorrow morning. Not quite as high. It looks like that first piece will come out and try to stay in northwestern and western Oklahoma, all right? So I've dropped the chance of rain down some for Oklahoma City tomorrow morning. That's the way it looks right now, looking at the latest data. That first wave should push off into eastern Oklahoma, and then late in the day, here comes the next wave of storms developing along the dry line. Highs tomorrow, upper 70s, a howling south wind. And tomorrow afternoon, still a 40% chance for showers and thunderstorms up and down I-35. But notice out west, thunderstorms redevelop along the dry line. These are going to be severe. They're going to race northeast, possibly coming in Oklahoma City, roughly 7, 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow evening. And the storms in the east, those will be pushing out. Let's talk about tomorrow evening. There's that chance for showers and thunderstorms tomorrow evening. And again, that includes Oklahoma City. So we potentially could see a couple of waves of rain and storms tomorrow. And as the day moves along, those waves will get stronger. But tomorrow's storm zone, a low threat to a moderate threat from, again, I-35 back to the west. And this moderate threat depends on how much sunshine we see, how much we warm up. That's the bottom line. If the clouds and the rain hang around tomorrow morning into the afternoon, that'll keep the instability down, which will keep the severe weather threat down, which will keep the tornado threat down. But if we see sunshine late tomorrow morning into the afternoon from I-35 westward, the tornado threat increases from I-35 to the west. And again, that includes Oklahoma City. So again, don't cancel any plans tomorrow. Just stay plugged in to News 9. Stay weather aware tomorrow, okay? But don't cancel anything right now for tomorrow. Just stay plugged in, all right? We're going to be here tonight, overnight. We're going to be here all day tomorrow from the start to the finish, as we always are. Jim Gardner, team of trackers, we're all ready. If it happens, you'll see it live right here on News 9. So here we go. Sunday, beautiful, 82. Monday looks good. Next chance of another wave of rain and storms. Wednesday of next week, another wave after that for Memorial Day weekend. It looks wet, it looks stormy, more flooding possible the next 9 days off and on, and severe weather. It is typical mid-May in Oklahoma.
Now, if we get the storm in the morning here, would it be severe at all in the morning?
It could be with a little bit of hail, nothing tornadic, doesn't look like right now. A little bit of hail, some gusty winds, lightning and thunder, things like that. And that'll move out, and then if we reset, reload with more sun, you know, we'll have to pay attention closely tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening.
All right, David.
All right.
Thanks.
Stay weather aware, everyone. Thanks for watching. The Friday Sports Blitz starts right now.
This is the Friday Sports Blitz.
Happy Friday, everyone. Lots and lots of home runs tonight here at the Midwest Sports Desk. We start in high school. State semifinals in all classes held at various parks around the city today. The Carl Albert Titans going for their 4th straight state title in Class 5A. Titans playing Collinsville at Mustang. Carl Albert down 6-1 in the 5th when Bryson Schumann, home run number 1, a grand slam. Now it's 6-5 Collinsville. Titans trailed 9-7 in the 7th, but tied it up, and Corey Zangari finished off the comeback with another granny. The OSU commit drives in 6 runs. Carl Albert rallies for a 14-9 win to advance to the state championship game. Shawnee Chickasha in the other Class 5A semifinal. Top of the first, Shawnee's Josh Roulette up, and away. Solo shot, 1-0 Wolves. That's really all they would need. Mitchell Stone goes the distance, shutting out the Chicks, allowing only 3 hits. Shawnee wins 3-0 over Chickasha. Wolves play Carl Albert tomorrow at 4 for all the marbles. Class 3A and 6A, Heritage Hall and Westmore both advancing to tomorrow's state title games. Class 4A semis, Tuttle and Weatherford. Weatherford up 2-0 in the 3rd when Tuttle's Cale Smith, you get the idea, gets all of that one, ties the game at 2. Tuttle added another run in the 6th. Tigers win 3-2. Tuttle advances to the title game. Blanchard and Sallisaw, the other 4A semi. Guess what? More homers. 2nd inning. Blanchard's Cade Stevens says adios. That's the solo shot later that inning. Brett Owens, 3-run shot. Blanchard wins 8-1. It's Lions versus Tigers tomorrow. Blanchard and Tuttle play for the 4A state championship. The home run counter just getting warmed up. The ball flying out of the yard in Norman next.
Mayday, Mayday.
It's an automotive savings alert.
Only in Midwest City. David Stanley, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge.
Our 2 biggest offers of the year.
Upside down.
Buy your new ride and get up to $12,000 in negative equity assistance.
That's 12 grand to flip you right side up. Mayday, Mayday. Purchase any new vehicle. And if we can't lower your current payment, we'll make your next 3 payments. Only at David Stanley, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram.
Across from Tinker in Midwest City. DavidStanleyDodge.com.
If you want a great buy on home furnishings, the place to shop for it is Marquis Furniture and Hoffman's and more. We're overstocked, and we've marked down thousands of items in our inventory to move them and move them out fast. We've got to reduce our inventory. Bedroom, dining room, occasional tables, recliners, accessories. We're overstocked. It's a great opportunity for you, and an added bonus, 12 months to pay for it without any interest at Marquis and Hoffman's. Shop the overstock sale.
We've been thinking, a pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. Who doesn't love that kind of precision? At GMC, we get that. Not everyone can deliver a 95 mile an hour Rembrandt. This is precision. This is GMC. Now during the GMC Spring Sales event, get over $9,000 total value on specially equipped 2015 Sierra models in stock the longest. Welcome to the show.
You're a problem solver. Oh yeah, you love solutions. You tackle what matters and sack the rest. It's how you stay in your mom game. I get it. And it's how you fuel hungry kids. Stock the fridge with Lando Frost premium lunch meat. Taste keeps them happy, protein keeps them full. That is a win-win. And a win-win is Mommy Gold. Oh, that's a round of applause for me, the mom.
Do you like magic?
Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
I'm just kidding. It's the hands-free smart lift gate. The key's in my pocket.
So can I take it for a test drive?
Yes! Let's go find someone who works here.
Now lease the Santa Fe Sport for $269 a month for 36 months, or get up to $1,250 in total savings. Visit buyhyundai.com.
At TLC Garden Centers, we're growing Oklahoma with 35 years of helping you make your landscape thrive. Get hardy TLC-grown geraniums this week just $4.99, and vibrant 1-gallon Super Tunia bubblegum petunias only $7.99. Plus our huge selection of ceramic pottery 20% off. For the beginner or master gardener, we're Oklahoma's plant professionals. TLC Garden Centers, 2 metro locations and online at tlcgarden.com.
Let's keep counting. Sooner softball begins the quest for its 2nd national championship in 3 years. OU opens NCAA tournament play versus Central Arkansas. First inning, freshman Leah Wodak. First career postseason at bat, first career grand slam. 5-0 OU, the home run counter up to 7. Top third, 7-zip now. Aaron Miller in right field. Laying out. Sooners win 8-0 in 5 innings. Next up is Texas A&M tomorrow at 1:30. Baseball, Sooners and Horned Frogs wearing out the Mario Brothers sound effect. Bottom first, OU's Anthony Hermelin with a 2-run shot to left, his 4th of the year. Sooners up 2-0. But in the 4th, TCU, it's not 1, not 2, but yeah, 3 home runs. Safe to say the wind blowing out in Norman. Jump to the 9th inning. Sooners down 11-9 and threatening. Hunter Haley grounds out to end the game. Final game of the regular season tomorrow at 2 o'clock in Norman. Oklahoma State has taken the first 2 games of the series at Michigan. Cowboys winning 11-5 tonight. OSU goes for the sweep tomorrow at 11 a.m. Moving on from baseball and the silly sound effects to the pitch. 6A state soccer title decided tonight in Tulsa. Jinx versus Norman North. Early second half, Norman North's Jacob Jurls puts the header in, 1-0 Timberwolves. 4.5 to go in the game. Jinx's Alex Harris with the cross to Menashe Raranje, I think. Either way, tied at 1. Norman North, though, scored in overtime to win 2-1. T-Wolves are your 6A soccer champions. Who's going to the conference finals and who's going on vacation in the NBA? After a quick break.
Join Thunderstorms continue with more hail damage reported at David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge on I-35 in Norman. Insurance savings are now being passed on to customers. When you add all current rebates and discounts, you'll see incredible savings. Like 75% of MSRP on a new truck, new cars under 12 grand, up to $5,000 off on a new Wrangler. Little dings, big savings. Hail emergency savings like 75% of MSRP at David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge in Norman.
Drive and discover event.
It's National Kerostan Month at Mill Creek with savings up to 50% off Kerostan Smart Strand Forever Clean Carpet. Live beautifully without worry, because if you stain it, we'll replace it. Sale in soon, so hurry into Mill Creek and save during National Kerostan Month.
Automax Hyundai, Oklahoma's #1 seller of new Hyundais, has issued a statewide inventory alert.
The lowest payments of the year.
And for this full-blown alert, you can buy any new Hyundai in stock and get 0% financing for up to 72 months with payments starting at $219 a month. Or pay nothing down and take up to $5,000 off every Elantra. Or take up to $7,000 off every Sonata.
Cash in on this special one-time event.
It's a statewide inventory alert.
The deals are automatic at Automax.
Let me play back.
Hello,
Hi.
how are you?
Oh, hi.
Not mine.
Hi, Sheila.
Hi, I'm Steve. I'm Steve.
Quarter horse racing is on at Remington.
Race time. I've got a big bet to place. Don't you go anywhere. I don't think he'll be back for a while.
And the new My Remington app lets you bet from anywhere in the building, not just the window. So you can win on the horses and win a heart.
I won! So did we.
And with food, winning, and cash prizes all day this Memorial Day, it's a party you can bet on.
Hubert's got the best in show. Hubert's best in show.
Looking for our best Toyota vehicles and our best price? Hubert's Toyota has the best in show. During the best in show sales event, take home a new 2015 Corolla for $15,495. $15,400. Or a new 2015 Camry for $19,995. $19,900 for a new Camry. Plus huge savings on a new 2015 RAV4. All featuring best in show MPG and thousands off MSRP. Visit Hubert's Toyota today and see what Hugh can do for you.
Hubert's best in show.
When you shop for designer brands at Mathis Brothers, you won't pay designer prices. Here you'll find the largest selection of names like Henriton, Century, Bernhardt, and Marge Carson, all clearly marked the lowest prices you'll find anywhere, including unlimited custom design options. Sit down with our talented staff of interior designers and let us help you develop your unique look. Come see why smart shoppers are buying all their designer furniture at Mathis Brothers, 3434 West Reno.
Carry the battle to them. Don't let them bring it to you.
Fowler Dodge brings the price battles to you. During the Drive and Discover event, get model battles on over 700 new vehicles. 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee versus 2015 Jeep Cherokee. Limited stock. What Jeep do you choose? Take $6,000 off. Your choice with over 80 to choose from. The price battles are on. We are Fowler Dodge in South Oklahoma City.
If you stain it, we'll replace it. That's right, during National Kerostan Month, Smart Strand Forever Clean Carpet is on sale with savings up to 50% on beautiful Kerostan carpet. So hurry into Mill Creek and save during National Kerostan Month.
2 NBA Game 6s tonight. The Hawks win their series with the Wizards 94-91 in the nation's capital. It's Atlanta's first ever trip to the conference finals, and the Warriors lead the Grizzlies 76-68 as they head to the fourth quarter. Dean Blevins goes one-on-one with new Thunder coach Billy Donovan on the Oklahoma 4 Sports Blitz. Tune in Sunday night at 10:25. Have a great weekend, Oklahoma.
More than 25 years experience. David Payne, the Oklahoma weather expert.
If you need a new mattress set, the place to shop for it, Marquis Furniture, Shawnee, Enid, Stillwater and Ardmore, or Hoffman's and more. We're overstocked, and we've got some great buys. Some beds have a free box spring promotion. Other beds, just a big discount. The place to shop is Marquis and Hoffman's. And the best price on iComfort and iSeries from Serta, it's Marquis and Hoffman's. And 12 months to pay for it without any interest. Shop the big overstock sale. It's going on right now. We want to be your mattress store.
This is